Now, I am British and I am currently in an American neighborhood. This time it's a Boston neighborhood. And I'm going to show you some of the differences between Boston and the UK.
For a start, the colours are wild. This is a fall.
I'm out of town on a work conference in Houston. I think I've just found the most American neighborhood I've ever seen in my life. Look how perfect the grass is. It's unbelievable.
You cannot tell me that America isn't like the movies, because look at this. There's an actual gas station that looks like it's out of the 1950s. Like, this is literally just like the movies.
Look how old this thing is.
I think I just found the most American neighborhood here in Monrovia. Check it out. Tell me this doesn't look super American. This house over here has a flag. This house over here has a...
Picture this. You fly to America expecting skyscrapers, movie stars, and yellow taxis. Then someone casually drives you into a neighborhood where every house looks like it belongs to a retired superhero with excellent mortgage rates.
What is this propeller?
What? No, it's just a fan.
A fan?
Yeah.
That's so dangerous. What if it falls on top of you?
This is the most shocking thing in the house. What's this?
There's one in the bathroom.
You are asking to be electrocuted.
Tell me about these seats outside people's houses. Like, I've seen so many houses with chairs outside of their front of the house. Like, I've never seen this before. People have nice chairs outside the house and us just sitting on the front of their drive.
Europeans genuinely thought someone had taken a wrong turn into a billionaire's private community, and things only became stranger once they stepped inside. Wait until you see the features that left them laughing, confused, and seriously questioning whether America is even a real place.
I think this is how our neighborhood used to look every single night in the summertime when we were growing up. I'm not talking about the barbecues or the cookouts or the pool parties that we occasionally have. I'm talking about the basketball hoop on one side of the curb.
American houses are just insane. Have a look at this 110-year-old cottage we're staying in here in Georgia. As you can see, it looks like just a cute little place. Have a look at its own Spanish moss tree right here in the garden.
It always starts with confidence. Visitors landing in America are convinced they already know exactly what the country looks like because Hollywood, television, and social media have been showing them the same handful of places for decades. They expect the towering skyline of New York, the palm trees of Los Angeles, the flashing lights of Las Vegas, and maybe a celebrity wandering around Beverly Hills.
I'm a Brit living in America, and this absolutely blows my mind that people think this is normal. So just on a main high street now, and in the background is the Rocky Mountains, so just a huge big mountain front behind it.
Bro, neighborhoods in America are absolutely insane. Bro, look at the houses here where I'm at. This looks just like a movie. The pavement's different, the roads are wide. I'm gonna take you guys to the end there because, bro, at the end of the road, there is a crazy...
Then they leave those famous destinations, drive 20 minutes into a quiet suburb, and suddenly everything they thought they knew falls apart. Instead of crowded apartment blocks and centuries-old streets, they find neighborhoods where every house looks like it belongs to someone who secretly won the lottery, complete with enormous lawns, oversized garages, and driveways long enough to park a small fleet of cars.
Something you wouldn't see in England, would you, Alex? The way these houses are made. Look at the way they're made, yeah.
Fucking like wooden boxes, aren't they? Like, if you sneezed on it, it'd fall over, wouldn't it? How are they staying up? You can't build them as well as they do at home.
This is my first time in a red state. Good morning. I am in Houston today. I just flew from New York last night to come watch the Canada Mirage.
For many Europeans, it feels less like visiting another country and more like accidentally driving onto the set of a movie that never ended. The scale alone is enough to leave visitors speechless. Streets seem impossibly wide, houses are spaced comfortably apart, and there are moments when someone can drive for miles without seeing a single pedestrian. To many Europeans, that silence feels almost surreal, because neighborhoods back home are usually designed around walking, cycling, and compact living.
Look at the nice seat it has outside. Oh my gosh. I would love to live in this neighborhood in Monrovia. It's absolutely gorgeous.
I'm a Brit living in America, so I'm going to show you some of my favourite things in my American neighbourhood compared to my UK one. This, no horn blowing, $50 to $100 fine. Never seen that before in the UK. I should say we live in Hoboken, which is in New Jersey, opposite New York. So it's different every town, you know, but this is my favourite things about our town.
In America, the suburban experience revolves around space, and lots of it. It creates the strange illusion that almost everyone is living in a luxury development, even when they are simply living in a fairly ordinary middle-class neighborhood. That first impression only becomes stronger when they finally step inside inside one of these homes. Suddenly, the details begin stacking up one after another, and every room introduces another surprise. The front door alone can feel oversized compared to what many Europeans are used to, and then they notice something even stranger.
Hey, this isn't a thing. People don't sit outside their house. They might sit in the garden, but not at the front of their house. I've never seen chairs at the front of people's houses, which is...
From the UK to Florida, let me show you what I love about my neighbourhood. How the Americans adore their country so much, there is flags up absolutely everywhere. The lizards everywhere you go.
Nearly every interior door has its own lock. To an American, that barely registers as unusual, but to many visitors, it feels surprisingly luxurious, almost like every bedroom has been given hotel room treatment. The electrical outlets become another source of fascination. British visitors in particular often notice the switches built directly into the sockets. While Americans are perfectly comfortable plugging appliances in and forgetting about them, someone from the United Kingdom immediately starts wondering why an outlet needs another switch when the appliance itself already has an on and off button.
The last time I did an American neighborhood, it was in the South in North Carolina, where the houses were all kind of single floors. Here, every house has 2 floors. So the houses seem bigger, but they are still made of wood. Now, remember the fire hydrants? These have flags on them.
I don't know if this is a trend everywhere else, but in Philly, they love buying up old churches and turning those bitches into condos. And imagine your grandma was catching the Holy Ghost hair, and then somebody getting hunched on the top floor, bro. That's crazy. It's like your grandma was passing out. Get the wall.
It is one of those tiny differences that makes absolutely perfect sense to the people who grew up with it, yet completely puzzles everyone else. Even the humble doorstop somehow becomes memorable. Instead of a simple rubber wedge or stopper, many American homes use a spring attached to the wall. Every child who has ever flicked one knows exactly the loud metallic twang it makes, and every parent knows that sound usually means somebody is playing with something they probably should not be.
40 people just chilling outside. Just imagine this with no phones, with no interruptions, and you guys stayed out all day, pulling a 12-hour shift each and every day.
I wonder if we have our own rooms or...
We can't remember. We booked this so long ago. It's like, it's news to all of us.
We ready?
Yeah.
What's this there?
Let's check it out. Ooh.
What? Wait, glass door?
To visitors, it seems like an oddly dramatic solution to keeping doors from slamming into the wall. Then comes the kitchen, where the surprises arrive one after another like an amusement park ride. Many Americans hardly think twice about having an entire pantry devoted to food storage, yet visitors often stare at it with genuine admiration. Instead of squeezing groceries into cabinets wherever space exists, there is a dedicated room or closet just for food.
Is an American fridge, and it's as big as my arms, and I'm 165, so I'm guessing this fridge is 2 meters. It's insane.
Having an incinerator though, the gobbler, I can just scrape the plate.
As someone who grew up in Europe, especially in Germany, there's something so cool about American suburbs, and I don't think Americans are realizing that. For me, this really feels like I'm walking through a movie set. And I know that doesn't make sense for a lot of people who grew up here, but I get so excited every time I see a yellow school bus.
Then they open the refrigerator and discover a machine that dispenses chilled water, cubed ice, and crushed ice on command. Somewhere, a European quietly wonders why they have spent years wrestling with stubborn ice cube trays. Just when it seems the kitchen cannot become any more impressive, somebody flips the switch on the garbage disposal hidden beneath the sink. The unfamiliar grinding noise instantly raises eyebrows.
This absolutely screams America. I've got a little bridge to get into the driveway. How cool is that?
Just leave things on like their doorstep for you to come and take, which I think is really cute. In the UK, we don't really leave stuff outside. We just normally take it to the charity shop. So it's quite cute that you guys, you know, support each other. Another one of just stuff left outside to take.
Some visitors laugh nervously, others instinctively step backward, and a few simply decide they will never place their hand anywhere near that drain again. Americans see a practical appliance. Someone compares an average family home in Britain to one in many parts of the United States with a similar price tag. On one side sits a compact semi-detached home with limited space.
Show you what this looks like on the inside. This is absolutely crazy. So as soon as you enter, you've got this lovely living room, perfect for a family. You've got the TV and an actual log fire over here. When you turn left, You have this little room here. It's like a nursery or something.
I'm a Brit living in America, and these are the biggest culture shocks that I found living in the US. First things first, the mailboxes. The mailboxes here really are like the movies. They're kind of just outside your house. You don't have a letterbox. And also, people do love an American.
On the other stands a detached property with multiple bedrooms, a large backyard, a garage, and enough square footage to make guests joke about needing a map. Of course, housing prices vary dramatically depending on location, and expensive American cities can rival almost anywhere in Europe. But in many suburban regions, the amount of space available for the money genuinely surprises international visitors.
You're supposed to keep all eat out, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
You're not supposed to keep it in, like in England, in summer. Like, it's unbearable, isn't it? You can't sleep, right? Because the houses have been built so well.
Yeah. Love it. They only keep the bins out on bin day. The rest of the week, they need to be inside your garage. I love the fact that we can walk in the road. It's so peaceful and so...
Those comparisons inevitably lead to playful complaints. British tourists jokingly ask what exactly happened back home because they feel Americans somehow received an entirely different version of the housing market. The jokes become even better after scrolling through social media, where every influencer seems to live in a house featuring a grand staircase large enough to host a royal entrance. It creates the amusing illusion that every American secretly owns a mansion, even though reality is naturally far more complicated.
Americans, potentially me and Shauna, have just stumbled across the most American looking neighborhood we have ever seen. Huge open roads, absolutely beautiful.
I need you guys to see this. But look how beautiful the roads are, man. You've got palm trees everywhere. I'm in the middle of the road, there's barely...
Laundry habits reveal another cultural divide. Many British households place washing machines directly inside the kitchen, often beneath the countertop, while dedicated laundry rooms are common throughout much of suburban America. Top-loading washing machines, large dryers, and shelves filled with detergent create a separate workspace devoted entirely to cleaning clothes. To Americans, it is ordinary. To many Europeans, it feels wonderfully organized.
Of gas there, I assume. And I can only just imagine like how old this stuff is in here. There's literally an old Coca-Cola machine there. A bunch of other older stuff.
I'm a Brit living in America, and we are in Boston right now for the World Cup. And just looking at some of these buildings, you can properly tell the English influence. Like, look, some of these.
Heating and cooling systems provide yet another reminder that different countries solve similar problems in completely different ways. Europeans often expect radiators attached to walls, but American homes frequently rely on central heating and air conditioning delivered through vents in floors, ceilings, or walls. Small details continue piling up throughout the visit.
Water, and now somebody getting their back blown out by the altar. Right there, that's where your grandpa got baptized back in 1902, and now you someone, they hitting the 2-man. Right on.
What the heck? That is massive. Wait, we can have like a whole movie thing.
That is so cool.
That is officially...
I've never seen a...
Screen doors sitting in front of the main entrance seem unusual to guests unfamiliar with them. Garages connected directly to the interior of the house feel remarkably convenient compared to detached garages common elsewhere. Even the sheer number of electrical outlets scattered throughout the house becomes a running joke, with visitors claiming someone could power an entire military base without searching for an extension cord.
And so I thought it would take you along. I'm staying in a hotel that's in like this really cute residential area. For a non-American, this is very Desperate Housewives. We walked to dinner last night and walked by like Dutch bros.
Long drives away with the basketball hubs, or even like these random sidewalks as I'm walking here right now. So please tell me I'm not the only.
Europe spent centuries building dense communities where space became increasingly valuable, while much of suburban America expanded during the automobile era, allowing neighborhoods to spread outward rather than upward. Neither approach is universally better. They simply reflect different priorities shaped over generations.
American flag, big trucks.
Big trucks, and there's a beautiful Ford truck over there. Is that an old one?
It's an old school truck, it looks amazing. But get in the comments, let us know, is this a normal American neighborhood, or have we just stumbled across a really nice one? Because it is honestly so...
Perhaps that is why these reactions have become so entertaining online. Watching someone encounter an American pantry for the first time, marvel at a refrigerator that produces endless ice, panic over a bathroom outlet, or stare in disbelief at a neighborhood filled with enormous homes. reminds everyone how ordinary life can seem extraordinary from another perspective.
Really see anybody in the UK put a British flag outside their house, but here it's more normal to have a flag outside your house than not. Most houses in the UK, I would say, are townhouses or semi-detached houses. I grew up in that typical brick semi-detached house, where here most houses are just normal detached houses.
Hello, I am a British guy living in America. I just moved to the American suburbs, and here are a few things that I find uniquely American about the suburbs. Things that you just would not see in the UK suburbs, or anywhere in the UK for that matter.
What Americans barely notice during their daily routine often becomes unforgettable to visitors crossing the Atlantic, proving that sometimes the most fascinating tourist attraction is not a famous monument at all. Sometimes it is simply an ordinary suburban street that quietly convinces someone they have wandered into the world's biggest movie set.